Hi, this is Christina. Welcome to my sweet digs. Before you come in, just make sure to subscribe in this general area, and we'll wait. All right, come on in. I live in the Highland Park area of Los Angeles, and I pay $850 a month for a one-bedroom apartment, which is very little. This is my living room. I don't really have a decorating plan. All this furniture is either from Target or Craigslist or given to me. This chair I found on the street. My desk and my chair are from Craigslist. The only thing that I actually bought with any intention is this ridiculous chair that's shaped like a hand. When people see this chair, they're normally like, whoa, is that comfortable? And it is, so don't worry about it. It's pretty silly, and I feel like it's the kind of thing that's really hard to square away with a roommate. Every other person I've lived with or guy I've dated has been really into the minimalist thing. Werner Patton chair, cowhide rug. I kind of just like stuff that makes me happy. A lot of the things that are on the walls are either art that people have given me or I've purchased. I am a writer and a comedian. I was an art critic for 7 years before I got seriously into comedy. I love it. But this print is by an artist and a dear friend of mine named Megan Gordon. That is actually my hand doing an awkward dance. I like the contrast of stuff that is really nice that I've paid to get framed versus stuff that I just threw up there. There's 3 closets and they're all big. This is the first one where I hang all my coats for these harsh LA winters. I have a thing for cheeseburgers and hot dogs. My phone is a hot dog. Cheeseburger piggy bank, purse in the shape of a Pink's hot dog. My favorite is in the kitchen. This is President Little Hamburger Man, and it's actually a marionette puppet that my boyfriend made when he was a kid. Kitschy stuff has always been something I've been into, just stuff that's shaped like other stuff. Oh, a purse that's shaped like lips. Here's a teapot that's shaped like an elephant. I just really like it, and it brings me joy to have silly things around. The floor in this place was a really gross vinyl floor from the 70s, so I actually paid with my own money to just put a slightly cuter vinyl floor in here. The thing about this kitchen is that it's very small, and these are fake drawers. Everything's kind of out in jars and on the walls. Mostly this is a place for more stuff because not a whole lot of cooking goes down in here. This is a pantry, but the bottom is the comedy cubby. Props or costumes or anything that I need to use for my act. A fake mustache, fake blood, nipple pasties. Laugh at me because I'm different. I laugh at you because you're all the same. And I bought 2. I can't even get in there without having a bunch of stuff spill out. Come this way. This is the hallway, which is just more of a liminal space. This is closet number 2, and it's the biggest one, and it's where I shove things before people come over, such as yourself. And then here is the bathroom, which is pretty small as well. This is really where the magic happens. Nothing too fancy about it. My favorite part though is the floor, which I also paid to have the floor done myself. This whole place is cheap enough to make it worth it. Finally got to go to Linoleum City, this giant warehouse that only sells different types of floor. A lot of the fun floors were really expensive, so I went to the scrap section, and there was just this scrap of flooring that was left over from an airport bathroom. So I spent a lot of time looking at it. Here is the bedroom. Some of the most sentimental pieces in my apartment are in this room. The paintings on the wall. The one at the top there is a painting that I did when I was 12 or 13 years old. The more I look at other paintings, the more I realize that was a great painting that I did. The final walk-in closet is here in the bedroom. Oh look, it's more clothes and shoes. There's no light in here, so I can only open it during the day. I found this place through a friend of a friend. There's an artist I was working with at the time. His assistant overheard that I was looking for a place to live and said, oh, I live in this really great little building and it's very cheap. The apartment at the end of the hall has been empty for a month. I called the owners. I just said, I'm gonna move in. And I think I was here for a full week before the owner actually came by with the lease and we signed it. By far the best way to find a place in LA is to just know somebody who knows somebody who knows a guy who knows a girl. Everyone else who lives here has lived here for a very long time, and we're very neighborly. There are a few times when I first moved in that my neighbor would knock on the door and be like, hey, I made too much ziti, so you should come over and eat some of this ziti. I think because the building is small and everyone's pretty close together, it feels more neighborly than most places I've lived. I do live here alone. Santi is my boyfriend, and we actually tried living together here. We nearly drove each other nuts because this place is very small. So he has his own place now, and we are sort of regrouping and trying to figure out how to make it work. We both work from home. I feel like the only thing that can make this space work for us is getting like a separate like studio or office space, which would kind of cancel out saving money on rent. But saving money on rent should not be the primary reason for moving in with someone in the first place. Reconciling like love and real estate in Los Angeles is a cruel math, and we're still trying to figure out how to do that. My favorite part of this neighborhood is that it's very walkable. Within like 3 blocks, there is coffee, breakfast, a nice bar, and a 24-hour taco stand, and the train station. So why I would go anywhere else in the city is beyond me. Well, thank you for coming over and checking out my sweet digs. You can watch more videos here or subscribe there. And I'm gonna check my email, but I will see you around.